Hi, I'm Jenny Slate, and believe it or not, someone is allowing us to have a podcast.
I'm Gabe Weidman.
I'm Max Silvestri, and we've been friends for 20 years, and we like to reach out to kind of get advice on how to live our lives.
It's called I Need You Guys.
Should I give my baby fresh vegetables?
Can I drink the water at the hospital?
My landlord plays the trombone, and I can't ask him to stop.
You should make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss an episode.
I need you guys.
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews, all on the app. Download today.
For exclusive podcasts and more, sign up at patreon.com/partnersincrimemedia.
This week's... Way too high. This week's Law & Order Marathon winner is Kathy Cantwell from Charlotte, North Carolina. Kathy will get a marathon decal showing she watched 26.2 hours of her favorite crime show. To be next week's winner, sign up at lawandorderpodcast.com.
I'm Kevin Flynn with Rebecca Lavoie and Mel Barrett, and these are their stories.
You think you know who did it, but you don't know who did it. Law and order, law and order, law and order. It's no ordinary police procedural, baby. It's the FNOG of police procedurals, baby. Law and order, law and order, law and order, law and order. These are their stories. These are their stories.
Welcome to These Are Their Stories, the podcast about network TV's most enduring crime franchise and the real-life cases that inspire their shows. I'm Kevin Flynn. Each podcast will break down an episode from either Criminal Intent, SVU, or Original Recipe. And today we're looking at Special Victims Unit, Season 4, Episode 12, Risk.
The last 3 weeks, 5 round trips with her baby, all on different flights than her husband.
Doesn't make sense they would travel separately every time.
It does if you're smuggling cocaine in baby formula cans and you want to stay under the radar.
Well, they're traveling with a baby. Customs wouldn't have given a couple extra cans of formula a second thought.
Joining me to do just that is true crime author and the host of Crime Writers On and Netflix's You Can't Make This Up podcast and the Something's Off podcast, Rebecca Lavoie. Hello, Rebecca.
Hey, Kevin.
And rounding out our panel is our special guest, also from the Something's Off podcast. It's Mel Barrett. Hello, Mel.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Rebecca.
So should I be jealous of all the time that you spend with my wife?
Yes.
Okay.
Next question.
I should be jealous. Should I be threatened?
No. Not with the giant Johnson you have. Buddy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah, all right. I guess that's something, if you want to know more about the size of my penis, apparently you have to listen to these two women talk about me.
One of which is a lesbian.
Yeah, I almost got the conversion. It's great. I love it. I'm so glad that you watched Season 4, Episode 12. But apparently you originally thought this was Season 12, Episode 4. Tell us about that episode.
That episode was a sex trafficking episode about a father whose wife died of cancer and he couldn't pay for his 3 children. So he became homeless and he sent his twin oldest kids off to go work on a farm where they were then sex trafficked.
And how did they solve this?
Oh, I didn't get through the whole episode. It was when I realized, because I was like, first of all, I was like, this is absolute dog shit. How am I going to watch this whole thing? Mm-hmm. And then I realized, I was like, because when I said it to Rebecca the other day on the show, she was like, oh, sex trafficking. Huh. Okay.
I was confused.
Yeah. And then because of your reaction, I was like, maybe I got it wrong. So I went back to my text and I was like, I got it wrong. So I watched the real episode. And now I understand how that one ends, but I didn't make it back to the sex trafficking episode.
Because there's no baby formula in that.
No, there's no baby formula, and there are no baby drug mules in it.
Baby drug mules. So, Mel, of all the franchises, which 2 cops are your favorite Law & Order detective team?
Favorite Law & Order detective team.
I feel horrible as someone who works in true crime. I've never actually watched Law & Order, but I am a big fan of Mariska because I think she's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. I do like her with longer hair. And I do like the combination of the main detective dude in this episode who goes undercover and Mariska, but I can't remember what his name is.
Stabler.
Yes. You're talking about Benson and Stabler. It's a classic pick. Accidentally a classic pick.
They have that weird, sexual tension, even though we all know that Mariska's gay.
Oh, we
Wait,
do.
what?
I think that's wishful thinking on Mel's part.
Maybe.
You're trying to manifest that.
Maybe.
All right, so I'm already anticipating the hate mail I'm getting for A, picking somebody who hasn't watched SVU, and B, thinks that Mariska might be gay.
There are a lot of people who think that Mariska might be gay.
I know.
Think or hope?
Think.
Okay. All right, we'll leave it right there. Then I guess I shouldn't even bother to ask, who's your favorite prosecutorial team?
Who's the gay one?
Favorite Law and Order District Attorney Prosecutorial Team.
I think we know who our favorite prosecutorial team is. Serena Sutherland.
Is this because I'm a lesbian?
Exactly.
All right, now let's take a look at the first half of our episode, Special Victims Unit, Season 4, Episode 12, Risk. Benson and Stabler investigate when an infant is rushed to the hospital having overdosed on cocaine.
I fed him, but he wasn't very hungry because he went right to sleep, so I put him in his crib. When I checked on him, he was hardly breathing. Is Jawan dead?
No. But the doctors say that the cocaine looks like it was mixed in with the baby formula.
Oh, God. How did that happen?
The baby's mother says that she got the tainted formula from the home she cleans. The squad learns the Pfeiffers got a can of formula from the local store, but the only ones containing liquid cocaine are in their pantry. Finn and Munch learn financial advisor Derek Pfeiffer was near bankruptcy and made several trips to Mexico City, where the baby formula factory is located. As they try to bring him in for questioning, IAB's Ed Tucker takes Pfeiffer instead. Cragen is pissed and deduces that a dirty cop is tied up in this drug smuggling operation. Before Elliot and Olivia can ask more questions, Pfeiffer is strangled to death in the office bathroom. Laura Pfeiffer says that her husband did lots of after-hour business at the Bear and Bull Bar. Stabler goes undercover as a white-collar worker with white-nose candy to sell. He's approached by a dealer looking to replace his dead drug mule. They agree to meet after hours to work out the details. Then a third man appears who beats up Elliot and puts him in handcuffs. But he's not arresting him. This dirty cop is in on the deal. I'm going to first off by saying, amazing performance by the baby. Since there isn't even a doll, doesn't look like a rubber doll, does a better job than the rubber doll.
Nope, that was a real baby.
Oscar-winning performance by this baby.
It's like a baby just like sleeping and not moving.
Yeah.
It's unlike all the other times they bring on a baby. It's like fussy.
She doesn't know because she doesn't watch the show, but there's literally episodes where they zoom in on the baby and it's a doll. And the viewers can see that it's a doll. And they just pretend that we think it's a real baby.
I wholeheartedly believe you. I believe you.
Remember she saw an episode.
Based on what I've seen, I believe you.
She saw an episode from season 12, which is a wild season.
Right. So when the mom gets to the hospital, she's questioned by Benson, and then she turns to Stabler, who asks, "Is Juwan dead?" That is not the guy you want to bring you that news.
Nope.
It's like, nope, Mr. Compassion. No, not yet. Not yet. Moving on. So the lab tech explains that what the baby ingested was a liquid that was 90% pure cocaine. So it's Coca-Cola. It's old school Coca-Cola.
Pretty much, yeah.
Have you ever had it? Have you ever had the Coke syrup? My grandmother used to give it to me when I was a kid.
No.
The Coke syrup? Oh, you mean just like the thing that goes in the gun?
Coke syrup. That thick black cocaine syrup.
No, we never had that because we didn't grow up in a weird place.
White trash.
Like you did.
Wait, so you're not talking Coca-Cola. You're talking a cocaine syrup?
I'm talking about the original cocaine syrup that they used to make Coca-Cola, and they used to use it to cure like the common cold.
Yeah.
And my grandmother used to give me like a teaspoon of it, and it was this like.
How does your grandmother have that? I thought they stopped making that in the 1880s or something.
No, they were making that shit like in the middle of the 20th century.
Oh, fuck me.
And also, my grandmother was a Depression baby who was also a hoarder, so she had a pantry that went back to the 70s.
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. The answer is no. Never put that on my pancakes. But I think that if it were actually 9 parts cocaine and 1 part liquid, it would be mud.
How did that baby drink that? Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's black. Yeah. It's black.
Yeah, I mean, try those proportions in your next cup of hot cocoa.
All right, 90% hot cocoa mix, 10% water.
Yeah, and then put a nipple on it and try to drink it.
You're right. That wouldn't work out.
Chunky.
It wouldn't.
It's chunky.
Very chunky.
By the way, they were buying the liquid formula. That shit's expensive.
Only expensive.
That shit's expensive like cocaine's expensive.
That's more expensive than the cocaine.
I agree. It's wild. They keep it in a locked cabinet at the store now.
Yeah.
None of the people in the first 5 minutes of this episode are reacting appropriately to what is happening.
No.
The only person who had the appropriate reaction was the black mom.
Yes.
Everyone else was like, someone doped this kid up. Like the doctor said that in like the most like just panned.
Yeah.
Someone doped this kid up. And then I was just like, why is everyone acting so calm here?
Yeah.
Like when they were like, when she was like, is the baby dead? And he was just like, not yet, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so strange to me. No one was reacting in the right way.
But you mean that those 4 guys playing pickup basketball who dropped everything when they heard a scream, that they weren't like concerned?
They seemed concerned.
Help me!
Lynn! What's wrong?
He's not breathing. My baby's not breathing.
Everyone that was in authority was just like, well, we got another cocaine overdose dead baby.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do about it?
My question is, and Kevin, this is not the last time I will ask this question in this podcast. How is this an SVU case?
How is this an SVU case? Well, it had a very special victim, did it not?
Oh, you mean the baby?
The baby, yes.
There was no rape. There was no murder.
I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, I
case?
thought this was supposed to be. Yeah, this was supposed to be about like, sexual crimes.
Yes,
but it wasn't.
Well, it's about a very special victim.
Yes.
It was a very thirsty baby who now has the jitters.
Right. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. That's right. Yep.
Fictional baby, everybody. Fictional.
A fictional baby. So they're about to take Pfeiffer down for questioning when Tucker shows up and collars him himself. And but he tells Munch and Finn and Stabler that it's okay because Cragen approved it, but that wasn't true. So Cragen wants to confront Tucker about it. And he grabs him by the lapels and...
I should lock you up.
Do it. Then explain it to your bosses.
You need anger management, Captain.
And you need to kiss my ass.
And they're doing all of this in front of Stabler.
Yes.
It's like, I learned it by watching you, Dad.
That was the only time that they were they were overreacting like that. I'm like, you went after this guy because he told your guys that you said
colleague.
Yes, your colleagues, but you didn't react this way when you heard there was a baby who had been pumped full of cocaine formula.
No,
I don't know.
They're very nonchalant about the worst tragedies in the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, for some reason, when a man is murdered on the 20th floor, the police rope off the building on the street.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, nobody can get out of this skyscraper.
Special victims, what's up?
Came in as 34, suit, not breathing in the bathroom on the 20th floor. Pfeiffer works.
I guess not the day to take a long lunch.
No, it's not the day to be Don Draper and take someone out for oysters. And
yeah, you're like, no getting on this elevator either.
I'd be pissed if I worked there. They have a daycare there too. Like the people couldn't leave with their kids.
No, they have a daycare there as well. Yeah, it's very inconvenient to get murdered at work.
Wasn't there a cleaner way to kill Pfeiffer other than like an extension cord from his desk?
At work
in the bathroom.
At work is a weird place to kill somebody.
It sure is.
We later find out why it was at work, but even for that reason, it was still a weird place to kill him.
Yeah,
but with an extension cord, that's messy and like could be loud.
A lot of yeah,
sure. Yeah, I agree. The men's room is like a bad place to kill somebody because with all the cocaine going through that office, it seemed like there'd be a lot of guys going in and out of the men's room.
It sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that manager, Keith Gerard, he shows them through the office and they say, well, here's Pfeiffer's desk. And what they should have said was, yeah, we know we arrested him here 2 hours ago. We could find our way back.
One of my favorite lines that happened when they were about to arrest him was when Ice-T said, I'm not going with you. And then Ice-T said, sure you are.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Sure you are. You'll be seen wearing steel when we drag you out of here.
You know what that is, Rebecca?
What?
Sweet wisdom from Finn.
Yep. It is.
That's some sweet wisdom from Finn there. Don't mess with him. So Benson and Stabler sort of put this all together when Mrs. Pfeiffer tells them, well, a cop showed up here looking for the rest of that formula. And, okay, Tucker's involved, so it's got to be a dirty cop in the drug ring. And so they want to, infiltrate the ring, and Tucker won't let them.
Your people can't handle this kind of work. My people do this kind of work every day.
No, they don't.
They're Special Victims Unit. They're not Vice.
Yeah, not Inspector Gadget.
I mean, Finn used to do it every day. He came from Undercover.
Yeah.
We know that.
But, there's a lot of dolls not being touched right now. All right, we have a couple of Hey, It's That guys.
Hey, it's that guy.
All right.
Who is the actor playing Dad, Derek Pfeiffer?
He looked familiar, but I don't know who it is.
I couldn't figure out who it was, but he looked familiar.
I really appreciate you guys getting that stuff out of my house before something bad happened. That's no problem. We just got to figure out how it got in your house.
That's stand-up comedian Brian Hallen. He was an original member of Mad TV. And most people would probably know him as Coach Rick Meller in The Goldbergs and the spin-off sitcom Schooled.
Never saw those. But I did see, maybe it's the comedian part is how I remember him. He's got weird teeth, too.
Could be.
I thought he was one of the better actors.
Yeah. Brian has an MMA podcast.
Really?
And is a frequent guest on Joe Rogan. Maybe that's where you guys know him. You watch him all the Joe Rogan.
Yeah. All of them.
I watch every episode of Joe Rogan.
He was one of the first podcasters to publicly reveal that Cast Media owed him more than $1 million.
That's how
revenue.
I fucking recognize him.
Yep.
I swear to God, because I read every single story about that motherfucking cheating asshole.
Yep.
Yeah. So he came out, and then Theo Vaughn, Jason Ellis, Whitney Cummings, they all came out and said, hey, we haven't been paid either.
Wow.
And that started the death spiral for Cast, which just emerged from bankruptcy in June. Mel, did Cast owe you any money?
No, I didn't have any kind of deal with Cast. I just knew what happened with Ellen and Rabia.
Yeah, we know people that lost some money on that. Yeah. He was on the show Oz as an inmate who'd been a high school teacher and then ran the prison GED course.
Oh.
But his character was written out of the show with no real explanation. Which one of the few characters where they didn't sort of give any kind of... They didn't give any explanation. They just sort of wrote him out of the show.
Huh.
Rebecca, do you know who was also in Oz?
Chris Maloney.
Yeah, and who else?
J.K. Simmons.
Who also played?
Skoda.
We have a Hey, It's That Girl.
We do.
Hey, it's that girl.
Tell me the name of the actress playing baby mom Lynn Hauser.
I never touched that dope in my life. I worked my ass off cleaning houses to keep me and Joanne in that apartment.
Okay, that's Erica Tizell. She was Rachel Brooks in the TV series Justified.
Oh.
Remember that?
I love that show.
Yeah, she was the only U.S. Marshal that told Timothy Olyphant's character that maybe he's been shooting too many people.
Yes. Yes, but it was always Justified, Kevin. Hence
It was
the name of the
always
show.
Justified.
Hence the name of the show.
Oh my God, a TV show where every week a federal agent shoots somebody and it's ruled that the shooting is justified.
All the time.
That would never happen in real life, would it?
Never, never.
Never, ever. Because they're usually just, terrorists.
Antifa.
Everyone is a bad hombre. I get it. Yeah. Erica was pre-med at Spelman before turning to theater. She went to high school with singer Norah Jones.
Oh,
wow.
Don't know why he didn't come. Maybe avoid eye contact.
It's probably a fancy high school then because Norah Jones' dad is famous.
Oh, really?
Yes, Ravi Shankar is Norah Jones' dad.
Not Quincy Jones?
No. Not Quincy Jones.
Okay, that's the other Jones?
Yes, that's the other Jones.
Right. Any idea who's playing Queen's homicide Captain Philly Panzaretti?
I don't know.
What do we got? 2 victims. Francisco and Blanca Flores lived here with their little girl, 8 months old.
By the way, this is a guy who knows Cragen well enough to call him Donnie.
Yeah.
That's Robert Funero. 8 Law and Order Universe appearances. He was good friends with James Gandolfini, who got him on The Sopranos.
James Gandolfini?
Yeah.
Gandolfini.
What did I say?
You said
Gandolfini?
Gandolfini.
You said it in a fucked up way.
I'm saying it in the Sicilian way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gandolfini.
Yes, the Sicilian way. Yes, like mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Gabagoo.
Gabagoo, yes.
Yeah. He played Tony's bookie Eugene, who inherited $2 million from his dead aunt, wanted to retire to Florida. But Tony wouldn't let him get out of the mob, and the FBI wouldn't let him stop informing, so he hanged himself. Is that familiar? Do you guys remember that? That storyline?
No.
No.
You know I didn't watch The Sopranos.
I didn't
You
either.
watched The Sopranos?
No, I didn't. I famously did not. Henry's always talking to me about
I
it.
famously did not also.
I've seen like 3 episodes of it. I've seen the New Hampshire one.
Everyone always asks me, and I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen episodes, but I haven't never watched it.
So did I just spoil it for you?
No, it's
No.
fine. I'm not
Don't
gonna.
get attached to Tony's bookie. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't like mafia stuff, as you know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Robert recently released a book called Homemade. It includes 8 behind-the-scenes stories from The Sopranos and 8 homemade Italian food recipes.
Oh.
They include Mama Anna Funero's baked ziti, Sister Anne's broccoli with rigatoni pasta, and Sister Linda's rice balls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Staten Island Times says that it included photographs and step-by-step instructions on how to make them. So it's a cookbook?
Yes.
They've never heard of a cookbook on Staten Island? It's amazing.
Have you ever been to Staten Island?
Yeah.
It's likely they've never heard of cookbook.
Step-by-step instructions on how to make the rice balls.
Yes. You take some rice
Yeah.
and form it into a ball.
Yeah.
And you drop it into some hot oil.
I mean, how many instructions really in baked ziti? I mean,
You cook the ziti, you put the shit in it, and then you bake it.
There are a lot of people who don't know how to cook, and they need those instructions. I made
Okay.
homemade Italian from scratch last weekend.
did you take photographs?
Did you give you behind the scenes stuff
I did
about your
not.
podcast?
I think Ellen definitely took photographs, and she took the leftovers because they like the meatballs.
Yeah. Gotta have the meatballs.
The meatballs.
By the way, would you buy a cookbook that had 8 recipes in it?
No.
Absolutely not.
Next question.
Hardcover.
And I don't want to know about anything behind the scenes at The Sopranos.
Okay.
Enough already with The Sopranos.
Well, we do have some repeat offenders.
Okay.
Repeat offender.
Back as the unblown up Kathy Stabler is Isabel Gillies.
Yes.
I brought you some dinner.
It's not a good time.
You've got to eat.
We see again playing crime scene techbert Trevor Daniel Sunjata. He's currently in High Potential.
Yep.
I wouldn't call it formula. It's 90% pure liquid cocaine.
And making just his second appearance as IAB's Ed Tucker is Robert John Burke.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
It's an IAB operation, and I want you to back off.
Okay, but let me ask you here. Who's playing Johnny, the basketball player given the job of calling 911?
Hurry up!
We didn't even know to look at that guy, Kevin.
I didn't even look at him.
That's Christian Monzon. Rebecca, you might remember him from the Destiny's Child video for Bills, Bills, Bills.
Really? I
Yeah.
love that song.
Yeah, he was trifling.
I love that song.
Yeah,
That
he
is a
was
good
in
song.
another music video. He got to grind all over Mariah Carey in the video for Don't Forget About Us.
Wow.
Wow.
It was just him and her, like with his shirt
So
off.
he's a
and they're-
good-for-nothing kind of brother. is what I'm
Yeah,
hearing.
yeah.
I lo-
Well, he was in a pool. He was grinding on her on a bench and in the back seat. And for some reason, between the goalposts on a soccer field, were they running out of ideas?
Poor guy is typecast.
Hot.
Yeah, he is typecast.
All right, can you give me the name of the actor playing the basketball player who didn't help the baby and didn't call 911, but did lay down a great pick inside the paint?
I got the pick.
Absolutely fucking not. No, I cannot.
No.
Rebecca, you did not recognize him. That's Ernest Waddle. He will return to the show as Finn's gay son, Ken Randall.
No.
Yes.
That was Kenny?
That was Kenny.
Oh,
Whoa,
shit.
that's a big one, it sounds like.
Yes. When Finn finds out he's got a gay son, that's a thing.
That is the thing.
Yes.
Who can lay down a good pick?
Yes.
Waddle was Dante in The Wire.
Oh, okay.
And had a recurring role on One Tree Hill.
He did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a basketball show, so.
No.
There you go.
You know it's a basketball show, right?
I did not know
yeah,
that.
the kids in it are
It's
basketball.
not a
players.
basketball show.
Well, the kids in it played basketball. That was the
I worked on that
original
show.
conceit of the show. Oh, you worked on that show.
I did when I was in college.
It's a basketball show. Don't
Okay.
tell me it's not. I don't care that you worked
Well,
on
then
it.
why did you not recognize Ernest Waddle?
Yeah, why not?
I didn't recognize him, but as soon as you said The Wire, then I connected it because I have seen The Wire.
Okay.
But I did not recognize him because I wasn't looking at the basketball players. I was looking at the screaming mother who was saying her child wasn't breathing.
That's right.
Mel.
More important, priorities.
Mel.
I wasn't going to watch a bunch of like sporting dudes like running around in circles trying to figure out how to help this poor woman, you know?
Is this because I'm a lesbian?
Yes. If I had been playing basketball, I would have been the first one to call 911 and I would have been the first person to put my arm around that lady.
Yeah.
Ernest has been doing lots of background roles and traveling. His Facebook page has lots of pictures of street life in several European countries. And he also made a time-lapse video of his pregnant wife posing while showing her stomach growing and growing over the months before delivery.
Yeah.
I also made a similar video of my stomach growing whenever McDonald's brings back the Shamrock Shake.
Yes. Yes.
Lastly, who was that basketball player who didn't help the baby and didn't call 911? Oh, hold on a sec here. I think that was also somebody who also laid down a great pick.
Okay.
No, I think this was the guy who did order people to go and call 911.
All right.
John, call 911.
Okay, that was Courtney S. Bunbury. He was also in a music video. He was in Lil Wayne's Hustle Music.
Okay.
Now, in order to prepare for a role in an independent film as a homeless man, he slept on the street in far Rockaway, New York for 3 nights.
Oh, fuck that.
Wow.
I'd say it's pretty intense for an 11-minute film where he had no lines.
Oh, yes.
That's some method acting right there.
Yes.
Okay, so season 2 Finn, the one who always dressed like a banker, that Finn could go undercover in a white-collar coke ring, but instead he suggests Stabler do it. Mel, what you should know is that last week, Stabler's disguise going undercover at a sex addicts meeting was a gray sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And this week, his disguise is a pair of glasses.
That's right. Like Clark Kent.
Exactly.
Suit, pair of glasses. And that was the easiest undercover drug sting I have ever seen in my life. He literally walked up to the bar and was like, "You want to try some of this, brother?" And then all of a sudden he had what he needed.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about that. He goes undercover at the Bear and Bull bar, but Olivia also has to be at the bar undercover so that she can have a drink and Stabler can flirt with her. He needs somebody to talk to and maybe blow his cover immediately.
What's your name?
Donna. Talking to somebody at the end of the bar.
Probably the resident dealer.
He needs someone to lean over and loud whisper to. How do you think it's going?
It's going good so far. And you suspect nothing.
Do I seem like a Wall Street type to you?
Buy me another drink. But you're right, Mel. The way that he signals to the world that he sells cocaine is to accidentally drop some in front of the bartender, who apparently is also a minor league scout for looking for new talent in the drug trafficking world.
Just so happens to be. So convenient.
Sure.
Yeah.
Guy down at the end of the bar.
He asks about the cocaine. He says, "Is that any good?" He's like, "Yes, it's 90% pure and 10% breast milk." So Stabler's cover name is Greg Elliot, which he chose over Stabler Rabinowitz. Be easier to remember and spell. So he meets the dealer and his muscle at the seaport. And this is how Stabler checks the purity of their cocaine. No sniff, no rubbing it on the gums.
No lick.
He takes a little bit and rubs it between his palms like he's a pitcher using a rosin bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Is he just like keeping his hands warm?
He's testing the viscosity of the cocaine.
I am like, wait, he's gonna taste it, right? He's gonna. At first, I thought because he lifted the bag up to his nose, I thought he was just gonna sniff it right out of the bag. But then he did that.
He was holding it in his mouth like a child.
It was very strange. Yeah.
It was a very, very strange.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're not going to do some?
He was trying to show the guys that he was comfortable handling the coke. So he was like, I'm just going to hold this with my teeth real quick.
I don't use this stuff. I just sell it. But he's like, for me to really know how good this stuff is, I have to bring in my daughter, Kathleen Elliot.
He's Kenny Mayne, the funny guy from ESPN.
Formerly. He's Cooper Manning, the more intelligent and handsome of the Manning brothers.
And he's Brian Baumgartner. But to me, he'll always be Kevin from The Office.
Yeah, you and everybody else. Together, we're the hosts of the new comedy golf podcast, We Need a Fourth.
From Smartless Media and SiriusXM.
It's like a cold beer after a round. You hear the strangest and most bizarre golf stories from our friends, athletes, celebrities, and comedians.
It's all about how much we love golf and how much we hate golf. New episodes are out every week. Listen now and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Could just be anywhere, just on a couch. Doesn't matter.
You know that thing where you get an amazing pair of shoes at a really great price and want to tell everyone about it? Yeah, so do we. Here at Designer Shoe Warehouse, we'll give you something to brag about. Like the latest styles from brands you love, or the trends everyone's obsessing over, or shoes that make you feel like, well, you. So go ahead, show off a little. Find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. Head to your DSW store or DSW.com today. DSW. Let us surprise you.
If you're still using one of those free period tracking apps, it's time to level up. Natural Cycles is the only birth control and fertility app that's FDA cleared. It doesn't just guess based on your last period. It uses your actual body temperature to figure out your fertile days, so you can prevent or plan for pregnancy naturally. Plus, it's designed to keep your data secure. Join the millions who've made the switch. Save 15% with code RADIO15 at naturalcycles.com.
All right, now let's take a look at the second half of this episode. Still undercover, Stabler learns decorated narcotics detective Brad Kendall is the muscle for this drug ring, and they want him to be their new mule.
I'm telling you, I'm selling this for an old friend of mine. That's it.
You want loyalty? Get a puppy. I got you with enough blow for an A1 felony. That's life without parole.
You don't think my company doesn't have safeguards to prevent people from doing this sort of thing?
Then you're gonna have to think outside the box like they teach in business school. You got till tomorrow to decide.
Elliot's alter ego agrees to work for the cartel. They ship him boxes of terracotta floor tiles made out of cocaine. But Kendall spots that he's in the middle of a sting and flees. Elliot corners him, but Kendall refuses to drop his weapon, forcing Stabler to shoot him. Kendall's gone, but the squad still can't identify the head of the operation. Benson says Derek Pfeiffer might not have been the drug mule after all. Laura Pfeiffer and her baby made multiple trips to Mexico without her husband, and no one's going to think twice about a housewife bringing some extra cans of formula home for vacation.
You said cans.
With Stabler on desk duty, Cragen goes with Benson to Pfeiffer's workplace, where they tell his boss, Keith Gerard, that the crime might involve Pfeiffer's wife and child. And that's when he tells him, nope, the Pfeiffers don't have any children.
The best.
That was crazy.
So who was that baby? It was Laurel's nephew. And when they go to question her, they find both her and her sister murdered. Someone is tying up loose ends, including killing all the mothers of the babies that were mules rented in order to smuggle the formula. Well, there is another connection to the murder victims. They all worked for Keith Gerard. Cragen and Benson find Gerard at the executive daycare center recruiting new mothers, offering them $10,000 to rent their babies. He takes a woman at gunpoint, but Finn tackles him before he can get away. Meanwhile, IAB clears Stabler in the shooting of Kendall, but the weight of his actions are settling in. Okay, so this half starts with Finn and Benson watching undercover Elliot get beat up by Kendall.
Yes.
And Benson asks,
Are we just going to sit here while they beat the crap out of him?
and everybody is like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He needs to see what this feels like for a change.
Yeah, why rush it?
Exactly.
Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Again,
and before the
fact
meeting...
that I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The fact that the drug deal happened at the bar so quickly, and then they're in the bathroom and he's shoving him into the stall, and then he's like, you're coming with me, and then they're beating him up outside the car, but they just it felt to me like within a matter of 15 minutes they had chosen the new guy with really not doing any kind of background on him.
Remember, they looked him up because they found out that he had gambling debts, and they knew where he worked, because apparently they can set up their identification so fast. Yes.
No, they do this every day, right?
No, they don't.
They do this all the time.
They're SVU.
They got George Elliot. They got Stephen Elliott. They got T.S. Elliott. They got all the fucking Elliots, right? So they're like, what do you need?
Elliot from E.T.
Elliot from E.T.
E.T. Bono.
And then, before that meeting ends, Kendall gives Stabler one more punch and says,
Oh, one more thing. It's for the attitude.
And everyone else is like, you can do that?
Yeah. He's a decorated dude, that guy.
He's a decorated dude.
That's right.
Yeah. Mel, the scene in Airplane where everybody's lining up the aisle to take a crack at the hysterical woman? And there's somebody with a lead pipe and the brass knuckles. And this is what it was like. They're like, can we all get a hit at Stabler?
Cragen's like, if they pull out a gun, then go in.
Why does everyone hate him so much?
I mean, he's a hothead, violent dude who's like supposed to be our hero. I mean, you see how much he like scoffs at mental health and all that shit. Like,
yeah.
Well, I think you find that like over the course of 12 seasons, his original 12 seasons, that his tactics did not age well.
No.
As far as kicking indoors and beating up people.
Violating people's rights.
Which were like the thing that entertained us about cop procedurals in the 2000s, because the system doesn't work.
That's right.
And we need somebody who'll take things in their own hands.
That's right. We need someone tough.
And it created a permission structure for a lot of people to believe that our cops could never do anything bad, and it's okay if they do.
It's okay if they color outside the lines.
Yeah.
Stabler and Benson, so they have like the Turtle Boy Rebecca relationship.
No, they have chemistry.
Oh, she treats him like he's her naughty younger brother that she's got to sort of keep in line.
The naughty younger brother in a porno, maybe. They have chemistry. They've never done
There's
it.
Sexual tension.
Oh, yeah, there's sexual tension.
Well, everyone thinks that you and Turtle Boy are having sex, so.
No, they don't. Don't say that in front of my husband, Mel. He's going to be jealous.
How many people do I need to be jealous of in this new podcast?
You don't need to be jealous of anybody, Kevin. We've already talked about your dick once in this episode. We don't need to do it again.
Yeah. My nickname isn't Turtle Boy. Anyway.
Yes, exactly.
So when they go over Kendall's service record, they see that he's a highly decorated dude.
Decorated dude.
But now he's working for a drug ring. And Finn says,
If I had went Kendall's route, I could have been a rich man by now.
You know what that is?
What?
Sweet wisdom from Finn.
Yep.
Got 2 sweet wisdoms in one episode.
Incredible.
George Elliot agrees to work with the ring by accepting delivery of not baby formula, but terracotta floor tiles made out of cocaine.
That's right. I'm retiling my kitchen with Mexican tiles.
With Mexican cocaine tiles.
Yes.
Is there anything they're not able to make out of cocaine? Apparently everything except cocaine.
I'm thinking of all the different ways. Okay, first of all, the baby formula, right? So you're going to have to get the liquid out of the cocaine. So there's going to be a tiny bit of baby formula in the cocaine. If you're going to have to get grout or sand or concrete or whatever it might be that is the adhesive on the other side of the tile, that's going to make it into the cocaine, right?
I think the tiles are just mostly cocaine with an orange top, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to believe?
Yeah.
This is like,
because they just snapped it open like a Hershey's bar.
There's an episode, Mel, where a performer collapses on stage because it turns out they are liquefying cocaine and smuggling it in the costumes for a production.
So it's seeping into their pores.
Cocaine can do anything.
You can sprinkle that shit on everything.
That's right.
I know. My uncle's a coke dealer, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he wasn't doing it right.
No.
I mean, he was doing it in, small time in New Hampshire. So.
Yeah.
But if he had come up with the baby formula plan, you could have got rich on baby formula and cocaine.
You'd be a rich man by now.
Okay, so in this sting, Finn is the delivery driver, and Benson is playing Stabler's wife just to be a fucking busybody.
Honey, are those the tiles?
No. It's a mistake. They're the wrong ones. This guy's going to exchange them. He's got ours in his van. And this is my wife, Dana.
Hi, how are you? Baby, you got to get in the shower. We have to be at Vanessa and Glenn's in less than 2 hours.
And then all of a sudden, the whole sting blows up. So Kendall runs away and gets cornered by Stabler, and he commits suicide by cop, forcing Stabler to shoot him.
What up? Hey, turn around. I had no choice. The son of a bitch just turned on me.
Okay.
He turned on me.
Okay, take it easy.
Turned on me. I had no choice. Wanted me to shoot him. The son of a bitch wanted me to shoot him. Why'd you make me do that?
He didn't have the guts to do it himself.
So this is Stabler's first on-screen shooting. It will not be his last.
First of many.
So for those keeping score, he had 2 shootings in the past, sort of in his background before the show starts. And then he would have 3 more on the show, 2 of them fatal. That includes teenage Jenna Fox, who was killed in that squad room shootout, which caused his character to leave the show at the end of season 12. Since he's returned for Law and Order Organized Crime, can you guess how many more shootings he's had?
8.
26.
No.
What?
26 shootings. It's okay, though. Only 18 of them were fatal.
Oh, my God.
How does he still have a job and a gun?
Well, remember you asked a little bit about Stabler?
Yes.
And whether or not he may be problematic?
Yes.
I'm just saying, he has probably had more time with his gun taken away than he has had with it.
Oh, my God.
But remember, all those shootings were justified.
How does he still have the job?
Because he's Stabler.
Cops will tell you, like real cops will tell you, most of them will tell you they've never even unholstered their gun.
Right.
Like, that's like very, very common. This guy's shooting people left and right.
He is.
He should be the star of Justified.
And some of them are double shootings, or since it's like he shoots somebody with Bell or with Benson or with Sleuth or whatever. You're just like, hey, everybody get in on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we have evidence that Kendall is Pfeiffer's killer. It was that his dandruff was on that strangling cable.
Yes.
How badly do you need Head and Shoulders that you flake all over your murder weapon? So, like, I mean, when he's strangling him, he's just like, you're shaking his own head like this. I got you.
Yes.
Stop moving. I'm flaking everywhere.
It's not his sweat or his
I told you, it would have been loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a fingerprint. It's his dandruff. What a weird plot choice.
Maybe they should have dusted for prints first.
Perhaps.
They're like, oh, what is this white stuff? Cocaine? No, even better. It has DNA in it.
You know how they figured that out? They took a little bit and someone put it on their gums.
Stop. They put it on their gums. They took the dandruff and rubbed it between their palms.
That's
really
right.
hard.
It has the right viscosity.
Yeah.
I work with somebody who, like me, is menopausal, who was just diagnosed by this poor woman with like this horrible scalp psoriasis. She's never had it in her life before.
That's
she's
awful.
walking around the office and she's like, I'm like a damn Christmas tree. Because she's just dropping stuff everywhere.
I'm so glad we can talk about menopause now.
I'm so glad too.
Hey, that's great. So there is a plot twist when we hear that the Pfeiffers didn't have children and that they rented one so that they could take it to Mexico and transport the baby formula. And Olivia's like, tell me more about renting babies.
Yes. Oh, yes, she probably was. I have a question.
Yeah.
Passports. How'd they do that?
Well, they probably just need one because all the babies look the same.
That's true.
I mean, I don't know how, like, the original Pfeiffer baby gets a passport with the name Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer. There's a P is silent, so it's Pfeiffer.
She's probably saying she's remarried. Okay?
She's remarried, yeah, whatever.
Infant babies don't have to have a passport.
Yes, they do.
They do?
They do, yes. They have to have a photo of their little scrunched face.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That's going to look completely different.
In like 2 weeks.
Kids have a passport for 5 years. And we were once going through customs or security with my son Teddy, and he had learned from a tiny lollipop into a giant man. And what did the guy say, Kevin?
He says, which one of you is Theodore? And he says, that's me. He goes, you're Theodore?
That's you?
That's Yes. Yes. So how predictable, though, is Keith Gerard that apparently he's just murdered every parent who ever lent him a baby, and then the next morning, he's at the company daycare center looking for new moms.
That daycare center was overwhelmed, by the way. There were so many babies in there, so many people in there. I don't know what he was thinking.
There's a whole bunch of moms. Don't they go there to drop off their babies?
Yeah.
Or pick them up, yeah.
Well, aren't they at work?
They're at work. It's like you drop them off, you walk away.
Yes,
right.
It's not like, here's where it's not like a changing room.
No.
You have to put them down and then walk the fuck away. That's why you have it.
It's not like Dance Moms where everyone sits around gossiping, watching their babies do shit.
I love that show so much.
Same, me too.
No, how does he find the mom there? That's like...
What is the approach? That's what I want to know. What is the approach?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too. He's got to find somebody who's having a hard time. So the Pfeiffers were filing for bankruptcy. They were having financial trouble. He knew he could get them because they needed the money. So it's got to be something like that.
So he was like, is there a baby you can borrow? Like he said that to his employee?
No, he'd be like, show up with somebody and say, hey, how'd you like me to babysit for 4 days? And your baby will come back with a tan.
Yes. There's a plot hole in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell me about it.
That was not their baby.
Right.
So why did they have a crib and a shelf full of formula at their house?
Well, I mean, they had to keep the cover going.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to ask is, how did the cleaning lady not catch that the Pfeiffers had all this stealable baby formula, but no baby?
Exactly.
I'm starting to think she might not be the most attentive employee and maybe cutting some corners.
Maybe.
She is definitely not vacuuming under the couch.
Definitely not.
Hi, I'm Jenny Slate, and believe it or not, someone is allowing us to have a podcast.
I'm Gabe Liedman.
I'm Max Silvestri, and we've been friends for 20 years, and we like to reach out to kind of get advice on how to live our lives.
It's called I Need You Guys.
Should I give my baby fresh vegetables?
Can I drink the water at the hospital?
My landlord plays the trombone, and I can't ask him to stop.
You should make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss an episode.
I need you guys.
When it's time to replace your appliances, Lowe's has you covered. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. And members get more like free delivery, haul-away, basic installation and parts, and a 2-year Lowe's protection plan when you spend $2,500 or more on select major appliances. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 2/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Excludes Massachusetts, Maryland, Wisconsin, New Jersey, Florida. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowes.com/terms for details. Subject to change.
At DSW, we ask the important questions, like, what shoes are you going to wear? Whether you're prepping for wedding season, festival season, or just planning the ultimate vacay, the right shoes can make or break an RSVP. So own the moment. You've got big plans, and we've got just the shoes, at the perfect price, of course. Get ready to get ready with Designer Shoe Warehouse. Head to your DSW store or DSW.com today, and let us surprise you.
This is a Monday.com ad. The same Monday.com designed for every team. The same Monday.com with built-in AI, scaling your work from day one. The same Monday.com with an easy and intuitive setup. Go to Monday.com and try it for free.
All right, let's take a look at the real-life story that inspired this episode. It's time for Rip from the Headlines.
You think you know who did it. You think you know who did it. But you don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. Rip from the headlines.
Some inspiration for this episode comes from the 1992 case of Officer Michael Dowd. The patrolman was assigned to Brooklyn's 75th Precinct, where he started shaking down small-time drug dealers. Throughout the 80s, he and his partner were working with a Dominican narcotics trafficker. They provided protection, intelligence, and even transported drugs for the cartel. In return, Dowd received thousands of dollars a week and lived a flashy lifestyle that was far above the beat cop's pay grade. Things finally went pear-shaped when Suffolk County detectives running a drug sting heard Dowd on a wiretap talking about all of his dodgy deeds and how easy it was to be a dirty cop in the NYPD. The feds nicked him and he was sentenced to 14 years in prison. His high-profile arrest launched a sweeping inquiry into police practices in New York City. Dowd testified before the Mullen Commission, candidly describing the widespread corruption in the 75th Precinct. The Commission forced major reforms to oversight and accountability within the NYPD. After leaving prison in 2004, the disgraced cop attempted to make money by leveraging his notoriety. Today, Michael Dowd is a security consultant, public speaker, and frequent true crime podcast guest.
I fucking knew it.
You knew it?
I knew that's where it was going. Man, how bad do you have to be if the Suffolk County cops think you're bad? You got to be bad.
Well, it was the 70s too, so like they didn't have any rules.
But he wasn't very subtle about his corruption, right? He was making thousands of dollars. He was not squirreling it away. He had some very fancy cars. I think that he would like go to Atlantic City and kind of launder the money that way. Throw a bunch down on the table, walk out with
half
or whatever, some clean money. And other cops in the New York Police Department were reporting him to IAB for more than a decade. People were tipping off IAB, and they never investigated him. It took that Suffolk County Police Department to do something about him. Is IAB actually that busy?
Well, the villains in this show, it's so funny because in this episode, Tucker is doing what seems like a legitimate investigation and then also doing a legitimate investigation into Stabler shooting somebody.
Yeah.
Is the viewer supposed to be unhappy that investigation is happening? Because they frame it like we're supposed to be like, leave Stabler alone.
Yes, we're supposed to hate Tucker, the rat squad guy who's always coming after us.
Fucking love them.
In 2026, we realize Tucker was the hero all along.
He was the only hero in the show.
He was the only actual hero.
And he banged Liv.
Yeah,
I think it's true of a lot of cop shows that the internal affairs is always the bad guy. which is so strange to me. Yeah.
Because the system doesn't work. So how bad a dude was Dowd? All right, he was tipping off drug raids. He planned an abduction, and then he stole food from the church soup kitchen. He's not greedy. He's just a dick.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
That's some Eric Trump shit right there.
Yeah.
Stealing money from the kids' cancer charity. Remember that story?
Oh, yes. Yeah. But actual food. Like, you can't have this actual food. Yeah. He participated in a documentary and a TV documentary on corruption at his old precinct. It was called The 7-5. It recalls that Dowd's crooked partner, Kenny Ural, wore a wire to get his friend to incriminate himself. And it just goes to prove you can't trust a dirty cop these days.
Why is he allowed to make money off of his crimes?
He's like a consultant now.
New York has a son of Sam Law.
Yeah, well, he's not directly making. Well, he didn't make money on the documentary, as far as I know.
But people are. I bet.
He's a consultant.
I would bet money him showing up. I bet he's like one of those innocence fraud people. I bet he's like one of those cops, like that woman used to be in the FBI who's commenting about how guilty Karen Reed is all the time, coffin dander. I bet he's like one of those assholes, like the prosecutors. I bet he goes on the prosecutors. I hate this guy.
Coffin dander, the FBI agent.
Yeah, I hate this guy. I hate him.
Do you think he goes to all of like the true crime, like the big true crime?
The Crime Con? Yeah,
Crime Con.
He's tacky.
Yes. As I said, Dowd is a frequent speaker at Crime Con and on other forums, and for a fee, he will give a speech about the dangers of police corruption, which is like Prince Andrew giving a speech on how to pick a good babysitter. Well, that's going to do it for us. We want to thank our guest, Mel Barrett. Mel, where can our listeners follow you online?
You can follow me everywhere online. I've got a new show coming out too on YouTube called News Light with Mel Barrett, and it's a riff on Abby Phillips' News Night on CNN. So I'll be talking about politics over there a couple times a month, and you can find Rebecca and I on YouTube at Something's Off Pod. And the In Between podcast is my investigative series, and that's wherever you get your podcasts.
And Rebecca Lavoie. Where else can our listeners follow you?
You can follow me on the socials at Reb Lavoie.
And be sure to follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube X, and Blue Sky. Our newsreader was Cy Frater. Our theme music was composed and performed by Uncanny Valleys. Content assistance from Travis Roy. Lily Flynn handles promotions. All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with U.S. Copyrights Act fair use exemption for criticism and commentary. Go to lawandorderpodcast.com and sign up for our newsletter for a chance to be our next Law & Order Marathon winner. These Are Their Stories was recorded in Studio C and is a production of Partners in Crime Media.
Partners in Crime Media.
Adam Pally here.
And I'm John Gabris.
We're a couple actors and best friends who you may know as the hosts of the TV show 101 Places to Party Before You Die.
Now, we're bringing you a comedic look at health and wellness with our new show, Staying Alive.
We'll have guests like our friend, actor Jerry O'Connell.
Ketamine therapist, Dr. Stephen Radowitz.
Paul Scheer.
Ego Wodum.
Jillian Bell.
Dr. Doolittle. Staying Alive with John Gabris and Adam Pally is out right now.
Get them a week early and ad-free with SiriusXM Podcast Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Why have I asked my electrician I found on Angie.com to bury my pet hamster? I was so moved by how carefully he buried my electrical wires, I knew I could trust him to bury my sweet nibbles after his untimely end.
This is very strange. Angie, the one you trust to find the ones you trust. Find pros for all your home projects at Angie.com.